Most apps that we use are listed as free on the App Store. Some people, however, are willing to pay a little more for true ownership of an app. This raises the question, how much does your home screen actually cost? And is there any person or even company that can handle this crazy price point? To make this doable, we need to establish some rules. We will use the app layout of one homepage on the newest iPhone. While roughly 14 of the slots are taken up by default apps, we have some remaining space. What apps will fill this space, you might ask? After some number crunching, I present the true price of the 10 apps that are most often found on a user's home screen. Alright, coming in at number 10 we have Crazy Toe, Man Doctor Soldier. Owned by about 12.7% of iPhone users, Fragrance Games Ltd's beloved toe fungus remover app packs a monetary punch. Crazy Toenail Doctor Surgery has dominated the games tab for nearly a decade, and has a host of in-app purchases that drives consumers to continue to spend their cold hard cash. With this in mind, it's no surprise that recent valuations put the app's worth at around $40 billion. At number 9, it's none other than YouTube's official app. Packaged with the original iPhone, YouTube was almost disqualified for being a default app. However, this is no longer the case, putting it on the same playing field as other giants. Purchased around 2006 by Google for over $1 billion, YouTube's worth has skyrocketed. The popular video sharing website has a subscription model to get rid of ads for nearly $20 a month. After some investigation, I wasn't able to find any of my friends paying for it, meaning that no one currently owns it, and it won't be factored into the app's worth. All in all, YouTube still manages to reach the price point of roughly $40,500,000,000. In the number 8 spot, we have GhostTube. We all have a story of how we accidentally downloaded YouTube when trying to find GhostTube on the App Store. Created in 2021, GhostTube has seen astronomical growth. Used to detect and transcribe local paranormal activity with your smartphone, GhostTube has led to all sorts of hog-wild things being discovered. Combined with many in-app purchase options, GhostTube reaches an astonishing value of $130 billion. Now, before we talk about the number 7 entry, there's an equally important thing we need to discuss that also has to do with the number 7. We've hit 7 subscribers. We've absolutely blown past the goal of 1 subscriber. Unfortunately, the surprise isn't ready just yet, but if we can hit the new goal of 8 subscribers, I will definitely release the surprise in video number 3. Alright everyone, coming in at number 7 we have Cracked Spotify. Now, I know what you're probably thinking. No way, I don't own Cracked Spotify. I own normal Spotify. I pay lots of money each month for it. $12 a month even. I'm here to tell you, you actually don't. Sorry. What you really own is Cracked Spotify. Don't worry, it's a common misconception. An industry-leading $150 billion misconception. Let's get rapid fire with these. At number 6 we have Flashlight. Huh? Flashlight app? That surprised me. Is what you're probably thinking if you are a newer iPhone user. Let's take it back a few years to see how this app created the waves that landed it in its number 6 spot.
Us Americans must look into the future. Just as we've revolutionized our understanding of space by putting men on the moon, we must revolutionize our ability to see in the dark with the Flashlight app.
The Flashlight app was something that many saw from a mile away when Steve Jobs announced the original iPhone. The real question was if anyone could even do it. That's why after tens of thousands of hours of development, the original Flashlight app exploded like nearly no app before it. Even though it was released for $0 and has no in-app purchases or ads, as of 2026, it's now worth about $215 billion. We're entering the big leagues now. Alright, say it with me. The number 5 app is Just like how older generations were graced with candy cigarettes to achieve cool status in society, the beer app helped assist those without easy access to alcohol to achieve a nice buzz. Whether you're going home, going for a walk, or behind the wheel, the beer app is more convenient than an actual beer to get your hands on. It's no shock how it reached the worth of the estimated $250 billion it's currently valued at. Now, before you start posting angry comments, the app you are thinking of is on the list. Hold on until number 2. Things will make a lot more sense. $250 billion. That's just unreal. It's crazy how expensive these apps really are. What if I was to tell you that the number 4 app isn't worth $300 billion, $400 billion, or even $500 billion, but $575 billion. That's right. Coming in at number 4, we have Mood Detector Scanner app. This one might elicit even more of a reaction than the $557 billion price. Excuse me, yeah, okay, you might be saying. I thought Business Insider put Mood Detector Scanner at a price of $700 billion. Well, you'd be correct if this was 2022. However, the infamous video of it incorrectly scanning Queen Elizabeth II's mood damaged the brand's market cap significantly.
Mood detector app? Why don't I feel very good?
Paired with the lack of updates to be able to recognize newer emotions such as Zen maxing, Mood Detector Scanner is falling from grace and may continue to plummet down this list if it doesn't make necessary changes. Before we get to number 3, look at me. I know you didn't subscribe the first time I mentioned it. I'll give you 5 seconds to go ahead and press that goofy button. Trust me, the surprise in the next video will be worth it. For older audiences, this one might come at a surprise, but if you ask any family member under the age of 12, this one will elicit a major reaction. For the first $1 trillion app on this list, we have House Fire Safety Knowledge app. Now that phones are a better investment to babysit your children than a babysitter, there's a lot of apps out there that might rot a child's brain. However, thanks to the brilliant minds at Happy Box Studios, the worlds of entertainment and education joined forces to deliver the ultimate home safety app that keeps your kids not only informed, but amply entertained. Okay. With only a few bits of data that's tied to you being sent to developers, such as your location and identifiers, this is an app that needs to make its way onto your home screen, if it isn't already. Trust me, there's a chance it's on there and you don't even realize it. We are so close to the number 1 spot. Alright, at number 2 we have the Car Horn Sounds app. See? I told you after the beer app that the number 2 app would clear things up. You can't have a beer app without some sort of car related app. Just like how not many adults understood the placement of the House Fire Safety Knowledge app, if you were under the age of 16, there's a big chance that you don't have this app yet. You will basically be mandated to install this app when you get your license. Need any proof of the popularity? Let's take a look at some clips. In some parts of the world, you can't even escape this app. Just think, every one of these people paid $1. Since there are 8 billion people on this planet, it's obvious how it amassed a worth of $3 trillion. This is the moment. This is what we've all been waiting for. It doesn't need any introduction. The number 1 app is GemCalc for Clash of Clans. Popularized in 2018 as the most efficient way for players to calculate a multitude of currencies in Clash of Clans, such as gold or elixir, the hype wave never ended and actually surpassed the popularity of the app it was created for. This app is so unbelievably successful that you can see people all around you using this app on the day-to-day if you look at their phones. It's so widespread, in fact, that I had to edit every clip that I've used in both this video and the humans have almost drank the entire ocean video, where there's been a screen present in posts, as every one of them was using the Gem Calc for Clash of Clans app. For this reason, it's no wonder how it hit the astronomical total of $5,300,000,000. It's hard to imagine a price tag of this size. It's so kind of these major corporations to let us use their humongous properties for so much less than they're worth. If you ever pass by a CEO in public, getting on your hands and knees and praising them is the least you should do. If this video made you squeal in excitement at all, be sure to drop a like, sub it up, tickle that bell, and drop a mean comment. Mean as in hearty, like a hearty steak. Think a mean steak. I can't handle criticism. See you all next time.